Andy, thank you for joining us this afternoon after a very hectic game. A 4-3 win against AFC Fylde. 3-2 down at half time, down to 10, 4-3 at full time. What do you have to say about that?
It's a mixed one really, because I said at the start that we were conceding too many goals, we want to get back to being hard to beat, we're getting clean sheets, and obviously then we come in at half time 3-2 down, so that was disappointing. I also said at half time that this team's about character and about spirit, and I said we're going to have to show all of that second half to get back in the game and get something out of it, and I think the second half for me, that just epitomised the group.
You said about going into half time, talking about the character of the team and pushing on to the end. How did you adjust to having 10 men and then putting the game more on the front foot for your side?
We just said we can't be passive, we can't sit deep and let them keep the ball. We wanted to press on and make it more difficult for them to play out, and we kept nicking ball, and to be honest we won it 4-3. Jack made a great save at 3-2 or 3-all, but other than that we had some good chances before we even got the goal. So I thought first half we were well in control until obviously we've had a mistake and Jazz ended up getting sent off and it's turned the whole thing on its head. But I thought in general the performance was good, and I thought second half we just stepped it out. I think there was a bit of an initial shock at what happened, and I thought second half the lads run their legs off and they kept a really good shape and we pressed nice and hard. We didn't just sit back and get beat, and I was proud of them. So even the subs who come on all played a part, and I've just said in there really that is what we're about as a group, sticking together and finding a way, and that's what's got us where we've been over the last 2-3 years, and that was so apparent today.
2 goals for Dan Green today and goals for Kenny Diggy and Kyle Finn. After a flood of chance in the second half, did you sense a comeback was on the cards?
I also felt the next goal was really important, because I think if they'd have got it and gone 4-2 it would have made it even more difficult, and I think it would have killed a bit of spirit. Like I said, eventually we got it after having some chances and not quite getting it, and then it's like, do you really sit back, do you try and just see it out, because it's still a great point, but like I said, same in the situation, I still thought it was winnable. And I was delighted with Finney, because he's had the season he perhaps not wanted to have. He's not had enough minutes. He's picked up injuries. Players have played well in his position, but for him to get the winner was, a great minute and a great moment. So they all played the part. Every one of them played the part.
After the red card in the first half, Jack Hitchman come on for one of his first appearances as a Lamb and his first of the season competitively. It's great to see him get minutes and make some crucial saves in the second half as well.
Yeah, it was tough for him. He's a young kid. He's trained with us. He's been to a lot of games. We don't ever expect to bring a sub goalkeeper on. Obviously, Leon's our number 2. He's out getting minutes, so it was a tough one. And then to come on in that situation and face a free kick from probably the best free kick taker in the league was never going to be an easy start. So he had a baptism of fire. But like I said to the boys at half time, let's rally round, let's give the young kid a bit of support, let's help him. He's been there week in, week out, warming Jazz up and added to what we've done. I keep saying it's a squad thing, and I think that says a bit more about it, and say it was great that he made a good save second half, so he'll feel part of it, and again, he's a young kid learning the game and it's part of his journey.
Not his final appearance for the club, but Ben Crompton played his last game at home. He got a great ovation when he went off. How has he been to work with?
Yeah, he's been brilliant. He's come in, he's fitted in straight away, on the field and off the field. He's well liked by the lads. Very similar to George Morrison, they've just fitted straight in. They enjoy the banter, they enjoy the experience around them. And again, I feel he's flourished. I think he can leave here in a couple of weeks' time, go back to Sunderland. I'm not sure what the future holds from there, but he certainly goes his head held high. And another one will keep an eye on what he's doing. I'm sure he'll be back for certain things. He's enjoyed it. I think his family have enjoyed it, and credit to him. He's been a great loan signing.
A small negative from today, Beckwray Nuri left the pitch with an injury in the first half. Do we know the extent of that injury yet?
Obviously sore, so that's going to be one to certainly settle down this week. We've got plenty of time, that's one good thing. We've got a good break now to the next game, obviously being a Monday. So we'll have a little look, he'll cool it down, and we'll have a reassess him in the week. But again, he was causing a lot of problems, as did Kai, to be fair. So yeah, we'll have a look and see where we go from there.
Today's win and results in and around us means that we've secured minimum 10th place in the National League. What does that mean to you?
I think it's brilliant. I said we said at the start of the season anywhere out the bottom 4 was a massive plus. I openly said it today in the sponsors' lounge. We're sitting in a great position. If we'd have come into this game thinking a point would have kept us safe, I'd have probably took that months ago. We've been good. Like I said, we're disappointed to have dropped points in the last 2 games. Certainly the Solihull game, because I thought we deserved something out of it. But today was a great bounce back against, like I said, all the odds. So yeah, to be looking at 10th place and going to Altrincham with absolutely no shackles on us whatsoever, and then a final, I think it's a fantastic season.
We travel to Manchester for our final National League game of the season against Altrincham. Obviously they'll be disappointed after their result today. What's your approach to that game? Like
every game, we've got some bits and bobs on them. We'll train on them. We'll go there, and like I said, I'm sure we'll have a good following, because we always do, and it being the last game. So ultimately for us it's about going there and giving a good account of ourselves. You know, they're a team that are well thought of. They'll be disappointed not to be in the playoffs, I'm sure, but it's up to us to go there and finish as strong as we can. It was nice in front of the crowd today to finish on a high. A lot of family members here for the lads, a lot of kids, etc, etc. So, and a lot of supporters. We've been to a lot of games, so I think to finish it like that was almost perfect way. As a manager in a group, we want to go next week and do the same.
Andy, thank you for joining us. Congratulations, and we'll speak to you at Altrincham.
Cheers, thank you.